Cara again. Sure does, Cara. CS, Sean, Linz. You ever release? And then you've got your little tit for tat wars on the streets, which is not really a war. They like to label it gang war, but it's not a war. It's not unlike war. Do you understand? You've just got a helmet who's being given £5 to go and let a thing off of him. They're not real certified hitmen. You've only got to look at the recent going on in Liverpool with the kids murdered and girls murdered. You've only got to look at the people that's responsible and convicted for them crimes. Look how they got caught. They never even burnt clothes. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The basics that you should do standard on them type of crimes, you never done any of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you've just got complete helmets running around who are knobheads until they get a firearm. They're still knobheads when they've got a firearm, but it's a knobhead that's dangerous. And he's only dangerous because he's willing to do anything with a firearm. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so look at the rat cashman. Look at him. Running around the city, body count, take on Rambo, went to his head. When he's going for that Joey knee, he's up and down the street like a blue-ass fly. It was quite obvious he never done his own work right. If you're going to push someone to bed and tuck them up nice and good, you're not floating around the area. You'll just go and sit in the garden of his address and sit there till he comes home. Do you understand? You're not floating all over the gaff and going down there to sell a bit of weed and then coming back waiting for him again and then all this. You're not wearing clothes you had on 3 days ago. You're not using your graph phone to do all. You're not relying on dickheads in the street to get you from A to B when it goes wrong. You're turning up by yourself, you're leaving by yourself, and you're not saying where to no one. Lucy Derbyshire, I'll always have enemies, mate. But they're nothing to worry about. I've had a few attempts on my life, but it was from dickheads. You know, they can kill me. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They're putting other people in prison. They're putting other people in hospital. And then a few years down the line, they get themselves double figures. You're on it. They just haven't got a clue, honest to God. And you know the knowledge of like what I've got, if I was still in that game, I'd have a few soldiers around me and they'd get that knowledge passed down. But because there's no certified people in the city of Liverpool, they're all off. They're all scared of jail. You're on it. There's none of that knowledge getting passed down to much. So they much just believe they can run round and they might get away with letting a little thing off there, getting in, doing that. And then 18 months later, double figures. See you fucking later. Yes, Lewis. I generally think it doesn't bother you, Darren. Which? What, lad? What doesn't bother me, mate? G83. Look, lad. And I'm not just saying this trying to be big-headed. And I mean this, I'm not condoning any acts of violence or nothing like this, but listen, I've said it in the past, mate. If I wanted to, listen to what I say to you right now, look. If I wanted to go into the city of Liverpool, knock on a front door and deal with whoever answers it, I can. They can't. They can't do it. They've got to go and get a little Cashman or a Chapman. You on it? And they're not willing. You know where I am? Been in Birmingham for 3 years. How many threats have you heard me getting across these social media sites? You're getting it. They're all full of every single one of them. Even the so-called Liverpool cartel, full of knobheads. That majority of them know me from when I was in the game. You know, the Liverpool cartel, it's not the 60-year-olds and all that now. You've got the 50-year-olds and that. But don't forget my age. They're all gobshites. All of them. They can't do the jail. They haven't got any decent kids around them. The kids are just deluded. Honest to God, they don't know what we're living in. Honest to God. Every single one of them. And that's the difference between them and me. There's 20 of them and one of me. And it doesn't matter if 2 cars slam on and get out and offer me and try and drag me in a car and all this. Or jump out and batter me in the street. It doesn't matter. There's still only one of me. So imagine a car, say I'm in Liverpool, and 2 cars jump out, and I don't stop. I don't give up. What, you're trying to get me? Let's go. And they rush me, and they might break an arm, or they might break a leg, or break a jaw, or break this, or break that. But I'll recover. I'll recover. Then what do we do? Do we choose a life, not that knife? Do we choose a life and not the knife? Or do we go, you know what? I know where 6 of you live. Don't be closing your eyes. I've only got to walk past the house with a balaclava on. Don't even have to go in there. He'll be shocked. He'll be a nervous wreck in a year's time. Every so often I'll float up a street on a bike with a mask on. Like that every other night out his window. That's how weak they are mentally and physically. Or I could just go off and barney. Give everyone what they want. They want me to fail. They want me to return to that life. They want me to run around the city of Liverpool and put people at bed. That's what they want me to do. Not only just the dealers and the so-called Liverpool Mafia, but the police. You know, they work in tandem. They work in tandem. It's so easy to do, people. You're not hard. Let me tell you this now, look. You're not hard if you use a gun. You're just not hard. You're dangerous. Doesn't mean you're hard. You're game. Doesn't mean you've got heart. You see all these little rats that go and get the thing. You know when you've seen them in jail? They're getting slapped about off wolves who were smoking spice and that. Do you understand? They've got no fight in them at all. What's a wool? Someone who's not from Liverpool. Gaffer was in Dove. Sounds like you have made your choice to educate instead of provoke. You know what, LF plastering? I don't provoke nothing, mate.